So I want to get the rest of this here. It says in patience, Salakia, also knowing that tribulation worketh patience. Verse 4. And patience experience hope. So that patience, that the tribulation, when you go through, I forgot the word for patience. It's a good word. I just can't think of it right now. If you got it, you can let me know, brother. It's like steadfastness, constancy, not consistency, but constancy, endurance. In the New Testament, characteristics of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and is loyal to faith and piety by even the greatest trials and sufferings. Patiently steadfast, a patient steadfast, waiting for a patient, enduring, sustaining perseverance. So this is a person that is stuck on their prize. If you go through tribulation and you made it through something, then it's not hard to know that you can go through it the second time. It's just like with Jake being broke. What happened to Esau? They jumping out of windows, killing himself, kill you, do you, the whole family, right? But Jake, when they go through it, they take it with patience. They be singing and shit. Why? Because we went through slavery. You know what I'm saying? We always been through those tribulations. So we take it with patience. We sing through it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like they always committing on sin. Niggas hum their way through slavery. That was a tribulation. Through that tribulation, work of our patience, which is today when we go through the same tribulations, it's like, shit, we gonna make it out. We did before. But when you got a nation like Esau, he never been through that. It's unfamiliar to him. He don't know how to do it, and he overreacts.
It almost give you like I don't want to say comfortable, but comfortable. You comfortable in those hard times. It's like Floyd Mayweather. If he's in the ring and somebody's throwing a bunch of punches or whatnot, he's calm in there because he's been through that situation before. So us going through this right now, when it's really time to this place is going down or whatnot, we already know what's going on, so we can have a sense of calmness, a sense of hope, because hey, we that much closer.
Yeah, and we've been through this before. This ain't, you know what I'm saying, the Jacob's trouble, even the Jacob's trouble is nothing we haven't ever seen, but we've been through so much as a nation that our patience is increased. We can wait. We're not going to break down and say, oh, there's no, you know what I'm saying? We're always going to stay faithful, to the end, because we've been through, with everything. And that's the algorithm of the Most High. The Most High put us through these things because like he said, he's telling us, here, this is how you build your faith up. He put us through curses to build our faith up, would you hold to something?
The Corinthians.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to finish this up. It says, also knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience hope. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of the Most High is shed abroad in the hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us. And that experience, when you go through things, you gotta have, once you have patience to get through it, once you get through it, now you got the experience. You've been through it. You know this is what you do. That's why they do fire drills. So you can remain patient and remain experienced because you've been drilled. It's like, okay, everybody do this and do that. You're not like, oh my God, it's a fire. And you just open up the first window and then woof, you let the flames through because you're panicked. You know what I'm saying? And people say, oh, I do this. And like people watch people fight, or people watch people in sports, and when you're under that tribulation and that pressure, and you're watching somebody, you're not under the pressure, so you're gonna have the patience to sit there and say, well, he could have just did this, and then everybody got planned until they get hit. Everybody got planned until you see a fucking fire. Like I had experience. I've been trained. I did my certificate and my license. I did everything I could possibly do to be trained for this event, right? Woman fell. Bam! Bust that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not my fault, no nothing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Bust that shit. Now, according to medical, you're supposed to leave this person there. Not leave them, but leave them where they are positioned and go call a nurse or go phone a nurse or you know what I'm saying? Contact somebody because that person could fuck something up, and them staying in that position is the best to lay him down or lay him on his side. And if you pick him up, you could break some more shit. You know what I'm saying? But when that first happened to me, my first reaction was like, oh shit, grab them and pick them up. You know what I'm saying? And this was like, why you ain't call me? It's like, shh. In the moment, you know what I'm saying? But after that experience, it's like, I gotta stay patient. I gotta do what I was taught. You have to. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you think is right, you gotta do what you was taught. Right? You know, so once you know what to do, you know, the Most High provide us with the keys, and if we keep these keys and we do them, then it works. You're gonna go through tribulation, and through that tribulation, you're gonna get experience, and like that, you know, not this shit, but this works. You know what I'm saying? And then the experience, the patience will give you the experience to tell other people and to keep even calm and know, okay, this is what I do next time. You know what I'm saying? Then that experience is hope. It's like, I can do this. I'm confident in myself. You know? So what it says in Corinthians, the 2nd chapter, name whoever trusted in the Lord and was confounded. Not Corinthians, but Ecclesiasticus. Name whoever trusted in the Lord was confounded. Okay? So you go ahead, brother.
It is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, starting at verse 29. But this I say, brethren, that the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
There's key points. There's key points. The context, in my opinion, is when it was said that the time is short. The time is short. That is the subject matter. The context is everything around this now. All right? The predicate, or what it says to gain your experience, is to press toward the mark. The time is short. So it's letting you know how much time you have to do what? Achieve salvation. So this tells you what? Those that have wives, to do what? Be as though they had none. That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean treat your woman like shit. But you go to the movies, you're going out to this, but you're going to eat, and then you want to just, you know, you ain't no woman, I'll go get another one. No, that means like you got to be locked in on the truth to the point that you're barely entertaining them how you know, how you would want to. You know, because some brothers could make things wicked, man. To make something straight perverse. To sit there and you know, and I had a mindset like that when I first came in. It's like, yeah, you got what I did, though you had nothing. I just do what I want to. And things were even vain. It's like, you know, I'm around, I'm hanging out at the pub or whatever. And it's like, yeah, man, you know, those that have what I did, don't have nothing. No, it's like, you don't manipulate like that. It's meant to, it's saying the time is short. It's time to get out of here and you do what you got to do. Don't act like, oh, I got to. Because once you get a woman, you got to care for the things of the world. And we're going to get to that. You know, and it's not based off a woman. That woman is a great example of burdens in Babylon that you could place on yourself. You can get an incorrect job. You can get a bad house. You can locate your bad house. You can locate your house in a bad area. You can get bills, unnecessary bills. You can get, you know, have kids unnecessarily. You know, because what the scriptures say, woe to those who give suck in those days. But then you'll sit there and say, I'm trying to do this for my kids. You know, you basically inviting spirits down here to go through torment. Think of it like that. You're inviting spirits down here to go through Jacob's trouble. Because you or us, and I said, want to have kids. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't think about how this.
When you put it like that.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like, man, I don't want to bring nobody down. If you don't be selfish about it, it's like, you know, you like invite them down. Come on, you know, misery love company. I need some company to go through this shit and make me feel better while I'm going through it. You know? Like, that's basically, if you think of the, you know, me personally, I try to think of things on the total extreme of a negative, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of It'll balance it out.
Yourself.
Yeah, humble you and say, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking when I'm on the highways. I always imagine myself, in particular, in front of an tank force. I watched this anime one time to do that spiritual powers, but one of the brothers showed it a while back. But this guy, I imagine me being that guy, and it's an overwhelming force, and I need more of me. You know what I'm saying? And I look to my left and my right, and I see my woman and my daughter, and I imagine that. And it's like, y'all are no good. Y'all should be hiding. You know what I'm saying? Now I look to my left and my right, and I see, boxing gloves and my job. And I don't need that. And when I see my brothers on the side of me, and I see the sword with scripture in my hand, and angels on the side of me, that's what matters. So why am I overvaluing, my family or my job or these things when it comes to that time to protect those things that needs to be protected, because your job don't need to be protected, nor my hobbies, nor any other recreational things. But my family, I would want to protect them. You know what I'm saying? So who is more useful? So why are you, why are you investing so much energy in something that needs to be protected? You got a beautiful queen, and you wrapped up in your queen, you serenaded, she needs flowers. Get the best flowers from all across the earth. And be like, but sir, our wall is halfway built. Don't you think we should build a wall? Don't you disrespect my queen. And then the army come through and they just fucking walk over that motherfucker. What's happened to the walls? He had us fucking get all these fucking flowers, man.
All right.
Like, invest in the truth to protect the things that you love. And that comes from time management. All right? You keep going, brother.
This is verse 30 says, and they that weep as though they had not wept, or wept not, and they that rejoice as though they had rejoiced not, and they that buy as though they possess not.
Yeah, it's like, do you stop buying? Is that what it's saying? Do you stop buying? Or it tells you in 2nd Ezra, also the same chapter, 16th chapter, I believe, is that you have to be a pilgrim. You have to use this world as not abusing it. That's the first thing it says. Use this world as not abusing it in verse 29. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do here. You get you some pussy, it's okay. You got your kid, it's okay. You got you a job, that's okay. You got your a lifestyle, that's okay. As long as it's in the scriptures, of course. You got these things, it's okay. But don't abuse it. Don't, let's look at that word abuse. Etymology. It says to misuse, misapply, deceive, abuse, misuse, and abusing, using up, use up, consume, to misuse, abuse, misapply, outrage, off, away from. Basically use. Ab means basically away, and the use is use. To not use it right. Like to not use it for what. Remember, because a person can say, I am using my job right by working overtime because I got to get to this bag. Yeah, everybody can make anything sound right. Think about that first. Anything that you can come up with a logical reason and argue why you're doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always go to the extreme. If a nigga got life in jail, never getting out, seeing a dead light, and he start fucking laying with men, well, I ain't never getting out. I might as well get some type of feeling. And in his mind, he got all the points, and it sound weird. Like, what the fuck? But this is the absolute extreme to the left that you can get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, dog, you just gotta have discipline. You just gotta say, fuck it, I can't go out like that. It's gonna be the same thing with the chip. You think niggas in jail, just having the niggas in jail, niggas is turn like that. Like they just, I can't wait to go to soccer, do this, and I guess motherfuckers probably didn't break down on that shit. What you think gonna happen when the RFID chip comes and it's more extreme of an initiative to take it than doing life in jail and you never can get you some pussy. If you break down over that, you're gonna get the chip. You know what I'm saying? If you break down over anything really, you're gonna get the chip. So you're supposed to be building yourself up to be willing to lose everything. That's what Peter said. We lost everything for you. What should I get? And they was like, yo, I feel him. I felt Peter. What do I get? You know, well, what do I get out the deal? Because, gee, I lost everything. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. I feel that. It's not disrespectful, but it's like, I need to know. I just want to ask. I'm in it. Yeah, I'm in it all the way. But it is, I'm here. So I'm in it. There's nothing, and the Lord knew. That's why he answered the question. He would have told him, like, are you in it for some type of gift? Or he would have cut him. But he knew Peter was sincere. Like, yo, like, what's going to happen to us for doing all this, man? You know what I'm saying? I always wondered that, And he said, hey, you participate in the tree, get the tree of life. And you know what I'm saying? We can get that, actually, Because you got to be invested in this thing. How do you expect a return to something you don't invest in and give its proper attention to, man? It's like a tree, man. You can't grow a plant if you don't give it proper attention. Did you find it?
Not yet.
Matthews 19 and 27.
Matthew chapter 19, starting at verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all, and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Yep, so Peter's saying, hey, we've forsaken everything. Family. Peter had a family. Peter had a job. Peter had a lifestyle. Peter had comfort. Peter had security. Peter had the basics to get you by. You know what I'm saying? To be comfortable. What the scripture said. It said, I have everything, and basically thinking that's good enough in the book of Sirach, right? So, go ahead, brother.
And Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which follow me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory.
Which is reincarnation. You know what I'm saying? It's just to come back. You know what I'm saying? The regeneration. Or regenerate does have a different meaning. It means to basically, it's the same thing, but it's slight differences. Basically to bring back the new establishment of the kingdom. The regeneration. The second coming of Yahushua. The transition of Israel on this side to Esau's kingdom, to the kingdom of to Israel, all that's a regeneration. You know what I'm saying? It's just to bring back, okay? Reincarnate is to come back in the flesh. Regenerate is to bring back, all right?
Ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah, so how can you want such a gift? How can you boast about spiritual powers and you can't wait to do this to crackers and wait to do this to nigger women but you're not willing to get your hands dirty. You're not willing to forsake all. We have to be. We have to be. It's time management. It's time invested. Because one thing you don't get back is time. Once time goes, it's done. When you and another brother get into a conflict, and you could have kept it all the way real and said what you had to say right there, and you just don't say anything, and then you let it pass, and then you think it's another time to keep it real, but you're wrong in that situation. It happens like that because you let that time go. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody, you see boxers and they get hit, pop. It's like, ooh, that was a good ass shot. I like that. Because it's lost time. It's like, you got me that time. You know what I'm saying? Next time you ain't gonna get me, but you got me. And it's accepting. They smile because they accept it and they let you know, like, all right, that was nice, and I know not to play with you like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these times. Except for time is more permanent than a punch. You know? Time is way more permanent than a punch, especially in Esau society where it's definitely unforgiving from depth. A child is, you know, it ain't no punch that's there. Your job, I always go into the same categories that hold us back. You know, getting certain women pregnant is, can't pull them punches back. You know, getting a certain job when you could have invested your time in and stayed at that job and raised and you could have been making this much money, you can't pull those punches back. You know what I'm saying? Your education, you can't pull those punches. Education ain't shit, but in this society, you got to have a certain amount of credentials to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't do it the proper way, then you're going to suffer. You know? Go ahead, brother.
And everyone that have forsaken houses, or brother, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life.
Yeah, that's why a nigga Malak Shah, I call him Malak Shah because he don't like being called that. I don't know that nigga name anyway, but he don't want to forsake his family. How you gonna receive 100-fold? You know what I'm saying? It tells you forsake your family, kids, cousin, mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you do that? What's the term for forsake? Which verse is that, bro?
That was in 29. 19 and 29.
That's what, Corinthians or?
Matthew.
Matthew's 19 and 29. Let's go see. Go around Satan, boy. Normally I could just click at the top and it'll pop up, but that bitch was just acting like it wouldn't respond. Forsaken, to send away, is
Strong's G 863. I fear me. I fear me.
I fear me. It says to send away, to bid, going away, or depart of a husband divorcing his wife, to send forth, yield up, to expire, to let go, let alone, let be, disregard, leave, not to discuss now. That's very strong. Not right now. You know what I'm saying? A topic of teachers, writers, or speakers to omit, neglect, to let go, give up, a debt, forgive, to remit, to give up, keep no longer, to permit, allow, not to hinder, to give up a thing to a person, to leave, go away, abandon, leave destitute, to leave so that what is left may remain, leave remaining, to leave on dying, leave behind one, to leave one by not taking him as a companion, to go away leaving something behind, to desert wrongfully, to depart from one and leave him to himself so that all mutual claims are abandoned, to depart from anyone in order to go to another place. In order to get somewhere, you gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? Some things you might like. You know, it's like this, you're playing fantasy, right?
Right.
You pick up somebody, you gotta drop somebody. You know, you can't keep everybody.
You can't just hoard everybody.
Yeah, you can't do it. So you gotta make the choice to move forward. If you want to win and you want to do this, talking about fantasy, but in the truth, in order to keep winning or keep growing and keep being those living waters, you gotta drop certain things off because it is hindering you, or you gotta lose a connection with a not right now spirit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's family time. Oh, it's overtime time. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, we always gonna be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do when the opportunity presents itself, but don't be obligated. Don't be set and you're in this boiling pot of working hard. You know what I'm saying? You're in this cauldron of double time. You know what I'm saying? And overtime. You're in this cauldron of I gotta go take my woman out to the movies. Gotta never spend time with her, or she, it's family night. We're going here and going there. I gotta, my kids. I haven't seen them, or I love them so dearly. I want to give this and that to them. Me personally, my daughter wants a lot of shit. I give it to her when I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do want to give it to her, but I'm not about to sit here and work doubles and all that for a fucking toy or something. You're gonna get it when the time comes, income tax, or I come up on something, I find an opportunity to get something, pick up a shift without hindering the truth. Yeah, but it's not gonna become a thing for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not a thing. Like me moving. Yeah, I gotta pick up hours and do that to move into the house comfortably. After that, I'm going back to my base pay because it gets the bills paid.
Okay.
If you got time to overdrive and it doesn't, oh man, I gotta see it, or whatever you pick up, And then this is another thing. You can pick up financial obligations that will hinder you in the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can pick up a lease, a car note, a phone bill, a diet plan. Like things you can pick up these new things and it takes away from you from the truth, man. You always got to keep your eyes on the prize. You can pick a house and say, I want to move into this house, this area, and it keeps me safe and me my things safe and insurance is better, but it's a smaller house. You know what I'm saying? Such as up, we moved out here and we always had enough room for somebody to jose at or somebody to lodge. You know what I'm saying? And then when brothers come, it's harder now because our house is not meant. So we got to move back into something that can produce that, because it's all about the truth. It's all about charity. It's not just you show charities, but you take pride in it. You take pride in the gift you give somebody. Not I gotta give you a gift, so here. You know what I'm saying? Like, brothers come through, you want them to lodge. Here, this your room up there. You know what I'm saying? That's you. Mi casa, su casa. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in that position. How many brothers are in that position to be brotherly, to, you know what I'm saying, putting so much bills on you, and then when a brother says, I need your help, you're like, I ain't got nothing, I'm all tied up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not putting yourself in a position to be free. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you gotta keep yourself busy, but you gotta keep yourself free too. It's a balance. You know what I'm saying? You keep your mind occupied. You're always studying this and this and this and that and furthering yourself in this truth. But at the same time, you gotta keep yourself available for when something go down. Maybe the apostles come out of Chicago. We gotta go travel to this state, or we gotta go downtown. There's an event going. You know what I'm saying? Like, put yourself in position. We use our PTO to go. I use my PTO to go to New Orleans for something vain. You know what I'm saying? Or I use my PTO over here, and then it's like, yo, we about to go do this weekend. Oh, I ain't got no PTO. Oh man, I wish I could make it out. Been down there. You don't put yourself in position to play. You know what I'm saying? You gotta become available. Balance your time out. This is what it's talking about. Don't add burdens on yourself. Not saying that you can't maintain them, but you don't have any room to do things, especially on a spiritual fly, and what the Lord just requests you to do. Go ahead, brother. You got anything you want to add?
No, I was just had the rest of that Corinthians.
Okay, yeah. Would you add open just now?
That was Matthews.
That should be end of that. It should be in the last verse coming up, right?
Yeah. Verse 30. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
So wherever you put first, you're not going to have it. Wherever you sacrifice for the truth, you're going to have it. But that requires what? Faith. That's a faith thing. That's a faith thing. Like I got to take care of my woman. Not knowing that the Lord got. He said, "Tree is planted." he got women, like the woman I have now is special to me, but a innumerable amount of women, all looking, you know, the way that I want them to look in various different ways, and they're all in the mentality of being all about me. I'd be in the kingdom like, what the fuck was I doing? You know? You know what I'm saying? If you really think of it, you know, like, you know, from my job, it's like, what the fuck? I was going crazy working doubles when I ain't had to work at all. Like I would have never been a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really intact with the faith, you'll be a John the Baptist. Like fuck it, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? It's what being kingdom minded. And I'm not saying brothers aren't. You know, it's just that. Just know that the more that you put on yourself from the world is the less time you're going to have to invest in the spirit. And then when the spirit becomes reality, you know, or the world that we live in, you didn't invest in it, so you're not going to have a big stock. You know, you invested in a 2-story house. You know, now you're looking at everybody with that 3-story, you know, the 3-level, the acres, and you know, it's just house prestigious, man. Only if I would have did, man, then you're gonna realize how unimportant things are, man. When shit get real, you look, if your house is on fire, you realize how unimportant things are. You know?
When you food in that day for people, they see, oh, that's a big house, they got something up in there. Yeah. You didn't invest in this house, and now everybody want to run in it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be stocking up for somebody else to take, you know? Build this prestigious family, you know, and then the nigga come with a little bit better and she go for him, or you do something stupid and she go for him and take everything that you built over there. You know, like, that's corruptible. That's why the Most High is immortal. That's why righteousness is immortal. You can't take that. The things that you do that's good, and you can't take that away. You know, it's forever. What you do as a man of the Lord is forever. Everlasting. That's why Paul's letters are still here today. Adam, here today. What you do is forever, man. You know what I'm saying? Even good or bad, but your actions are forever. Not what you know. Adam could have had a silk. He could have had silk garments made from authentic spiders and shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that. That silk garment, we don't know where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it existed or anything. Just an example. You know what I'm saying? These things that people don't even know what Paul had on. You know? Barely know his job, you know, type of thing. Like, those things don't have an impact on his time. What he did as a man of the Lord, not only a man, but as a man of the Lord, is what impacts. You know? That should be it to that, right?
Yeah, that was it to that.
Let's get back to the Caribbean.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
For the fashion of this world passeth away. You know, like, jobs come and go, women come and go, kids come and go, lifestyles come and go, hobbies come and go. You know? Go ahead, brother.
But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Lord.
He that is unmarried, this is an example of a woman, because he that is unmarried care for the things of the Lord, because you really don't have much responsibility. Okay, go ahead.
How he may please the Lord.
Yeah.
But he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
There you go. Now, is he wrong? Why would the Lord know that? Because the Lord programmed us to do that. The Lord programmed us to, you know, we can do both. But he's basically telling you, when you add this responsibility, you got to take care of it. You're an Israelite. You're going to take care of it. Now, you're not going to just deny this individual, but you got to have the power to do that too. That's another thing. That's another story for another time. But you got to have the power to say fuck your family, or fuck your kids, or fuck your woman, or you know what I'm saying? Because it may come to a time where they're being extremely difficult and it's making it hard for you to do both. You know what I'm saying? And now you're going on the other side of Mississippi to go get your kid to bring him on this side, and it's now you only got 30 minutes to do godly work because you're picking your kid up from over here to bring him over there to bring him back and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like talking to a black screen.
Nah, I understand.
Now you're looking weird, man. Now it's like, you're blaming Satan and the world, but you are a product of Satan allowing to fuck with you. The only way Satan can hit you with an uppercut or a hook is if you let your hand down. You know what I'm saying? Satan gonna punch you in the face. God damn you, Satan. Yeah, I feel you, but why are you just like out here in the streets like this as your guard
Right.
and getting mad when Satan chin check your ass? What do you expect? You too comfortable. You think the Lord gonna take care of everything. Do your part. We have to do our part, man. Why do we expect the best and we ain't giving them the best? And we think because we read and we hit the highways. This is talking from me personally. I think that, or just imagine myself thinking that me reading or hitting the highways is good enough for salvation. Is good enough to reap and reap the imaginations that goes through my head. Me being in a palace, decked out in gold, having everything tailored to how I want it, my seat comfortable to how I want it, in a position to how I want it, sitting and having the most beautiful women pleasing me how I want them. Go cook me something right now. I don't have to say right now. Go cook me something. That's what you about to go do right now. And I know, let me go do this. My kids, I won't play with the kid I won't play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to deal with the woman I want to deal with. I want that in the kingdom, but here it is. I'm not willing to invest the energy that requires that, the opposite of that. And then on this side, you got to give up these things to have that, to live that life. Because the Lord ain't putting this in our imaginations. Like, I'm just imagining shit. The Lord knows, like, how we want to live, man. I want to wear the garments I want to wear. You know what I'm saying? When I get in the kingdom, I want to wear what I want to wear. When I'm talking about if I want to wear all silk, I want to wear all silk. If I want to wear all metal and just wear gold and have a gold armor, just walk around, that's what I feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom. But here, you can't try to do that here and then try to be in the truth too, man. You gotta put that shit on ice. And if the Lord allow you to look like, have a resemble or have a day where you just get to get fresh, get funky fresh. But that shouldn't be your thing. That you gotta be fresh. If you stumble upon, damn, I got some money, we about to go out, I can put this together, I'm looking nice. You know what I'm saying? But does that mean that you're not supposed to take care of your hygienes? And no, cleanliness is next to godliness. I don't mean just, it's a balance. You know what I'm saying? So, just saying brothers go off the deep end, I just dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Take care of yourself, be presentable, but at the same, find your spots. But you're supposed to be obligated on the truth, man. Now once you get you become a eunuch and you become like, all you do is read, go to the library, you take a shower in a fucking gas station, you go to the library, read up and do some studies and watch videos, and then come out and hit the highways, you the righteous of them all. You know what I'm saying? You doing, that's exactly the edge of the cliff of righteousness. After that is, you're basically God body. You know what I'm saying? But in this society, we gotta, we're here. So we've been, our faith is not as strong as with like John. You know what I'm saying? To say, fuck it, I'm about to rock it out all way Lord wise. You know what I'm saying? After this, what you about to go do? Oh, that's all I do all day. Right? Imagine asking John what he's about to do after he's baptizing everybody. Right. It's like, I'm about to go there, just see it, baptize them. It's like, damn, you don't eat? I eat on the way that Lucas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Lucas here and there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine asking John what he's about to do after this. You know, imagine asking Peter, and you know, you can ask a couple people, Barnabas, what you about to do? I'm about to go to a wedding. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go over here and chill out. But you don't ask John that. You know what John about? John's doing this all day. You know, and that's the type of spirit you want to get around. Not saying you can be like John. Everybody's not John. Everybody's not a eunuch. I'm not a eunuch. I know I ain't. You know, and I ain't faking the front. You know, I think my limit to women is 2. You know, I'm satisfied at that area. Some people is 1 on this side. You know, some people is none on this side. You know what I'm saying? But to don't be like Malak Shah and think that in the kingdom that you'll be satisfied with just 1 woman. No, this is a punishment to live like that.
Okay.
You know, you can't be a kingdom mind if you think that it's a privilege to have 1 woman. No, it is a punishment. You know, it's crazy. But we got more to that.
Nah,
you got something you want to say?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. That was it.
That's it. I want to get the opportunity of leisure, and then we'll close out after that. $38 and $24. Ecclesiastes 38 and 24. Gotta get them search skills up. I just put an opportunity of leisure. Yeah.
Sirach chapter 38, verse 24. Wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise.
Yeah. So it's not talking about, because you go in Proverbs, it's to go to the ant, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. Don't be a sluggard. Don't be a person with nothing to do. You know, idle mind is the devil's playground. But a person that has opportunity of leisure, free time, you know, a wise man become wise during opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business. So if your hands aren't full, you know, for me personally, my hands aren't full. At this point, for me, is managing my time and making sure I don't add anything on top of that to fuck with it. Because I have hobby. I have one hobby. I don't have many. I do have many hobbies, but I have one hobby that is very time consuming next to my job. Then you got my family. Then I got the truth. You know, the truth is above all. So it can be maneuvered around in sacrifice in certain areas, right? In all areas, really. But if it comes to the point where it's like, I can't do that today. I can't do that today. Only thing that is non-sacrificable, if that's a word, is your job. You know what I'm saying? But don't get a job that you're working 12 hours, 5 days a week. You know, for me, I work 12 hours, 3 days a week, and it's too much because it takes out my whole day, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, you know, a man that don't work don't eat. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta eat in this society. We gotta manage our resources. We gotta manage our internet to be able to put up videos and things like that. So you do enough to do what you gotta do. But a man don't work don't eat is also talking about doing the work. How the hell you expect to get salvation if you don't do anything?
Okay.
You know, because Malak Shah said, yeah, you're talking about a job. And that's applicable to doing the work of the Lord too. If you never do the work and you don't put any work forward as far as what you read and what you have faith in, if you don't apply it, then how can, you know what I'm saying, how can you eat? Just like the man on the cross. Yeah, everybody likes to talk about the man on the cross, which I do too, and he says he believed in that moment. But that was a work. That was an initiative. That man would have never said nothing on that cross. The work was the act that he committed, saying, I believe you to be the Messiah. Can I get into the kingdom of heaven? That was a work. That was an act. That was an action. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he got salvation. But if he sat there and said in his mind, that's a real dude over there. I believe I can get salvation if I ask him. But you never ask him. He just died on the cross. He would have died on the cross next to Yahushua, but he opened his mouth. That was a work. That was as much as he can possibly do at that moment. People sit there and say as though they like to imply as though this man did nothing, right? They like to imply as though this man did nothing and he got salvation. But they're not under the assumption that if this man would not have got crucified, what you think he would have been doing when he got off that cross? If they say, okay, I'll let you off, we ain't gonna kill you. The Lord spared you somehow that, I'm not gonna kill you right now. I'm just gonna take you off. What you think that man did? That man got up, repented, praised the Lord. Most likely would have been a prophet, right? Most likely would have been keeping the commandments. He wouldn't have got off that cross, got the kingdom, I'm about to go eat some pork, I'm about to go do this, I'm about to go do what I want, I'm about to go be the same nigga I was before. Or even worse, I'm about to be self-preservative because I know I got salvation, so I'm just going to take care of myself. No, he going to get glory to the Most High, man. All right? Every man that got healed, repented, or did, and they gave glory to Yahweh Yahushua. That's, you go ahead, brother.
Well, they don't know what he was doing before that. Because, Yahushua was infamous. Everybody knew who he was. Mm-hmm. Everybody heard about him. They don't know if he had heard some of them sermons that he was giving, but, he was in the flesh, and he got caught up doing whatever he did that got him put on the cross. So you don't really know. All we know is what we was given. We know that he was on the cross, Yahushua was on the cross, and in sincerity, he, addressed the Lord.
Yeah, in sincerity, addressed the Lord, and that's achievable. It don't matter when you come in. It matters how sincere you are. And he that endures to the end, the scriptures will connect after that. Okay, I'm in here now. What happened? He that endures to the end. All I got to do is, for as long as I live, this is an eternal contract. It's that LeBron James joint right here. It's that lifetime contract right here. You're in it. You got to live like this. You got to do this forever. That man ain't had time to grow a beard. If he didn't have a beard, he didn't have time. So would he get salvation if he repented and, to get shot in the head right after? Yeah. That's what literally happened to him. I believe in the Most High, blah, blah, blah. And do pow. The Lord granted him his salvation right before he got that headshot. But if you live after that and you live months and years and you don't do nothing, that's a bad thing, man. Terrible thing. And people are teaching that. You don't got to go on the highways. What's wrong with going out on the highways? But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, manage your time properly. The Most High, when he gives you time, you utilize that time. Now, basically, my concept or my advice, my admonishment is, don't complain about something that you're not doing everything in your power to fix or to not put yourself in a position to be incompetent in, and then won't blame Satan. You know what I'm saying? Or make it as though it's a just movement. I gotta do this. Yeah, like for me, I gotta pay my bills, but certain bills I've added in my life that are unnecessary, and I gotta pay them now, and I regret it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I should have been smarter. And next time, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna add something on me such hard of a burden that is taken away. I gotta work like this at this pace, because if I didn't, I could have slacked up on the pace and still make ends meet, and go out and go do it. Don't do that to yourself. Don't add a burden onto yourself to the point that you gotta work, that you gotta be here at this time, you gotta be over there, and then when it comes down to the truth, you're all tired and shit, and you're like, can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm there, I'm there from time to time, and it's like, fuck, man, I missed out, man. You gotta work while you're on the highways, you missing out, like, fuck, man. I be at work like, man, fuck this job, like, well, if I'm in 8 hours, I can't do that because I got this obligation that I got to fulfill as a responsible adult, you know what I'm saying? I can't just leave the family assed out, basically. Now I'm here, because when you get a kid, you're here. Now, once they're being incompetent, or your family's being incompetent, or you're putting yourself in a position to not be available, then you got to cut ties. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm fucking up my money and I'm constantly at the job. I got constantly work. I got to stop working doubles and fix my money handling ability. So that's what I mean by that. But that's pretty much it. You got something you want to say, brother?
Nah, man, just get a schedule, stick to it, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta go off the spirit too. So like I said, you get a schedule, you stick to it, but you leave openings so you can maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like buying kids shoes. Keep growing.
All right.
We live in waters, right? So we gonna keep growing. We gotta leave ourselves some room to grow. Don't put so much on us that we can't grow anymore. We're just stuck in this mortgage, of mortgage of parenthood, mortgage of husbandry to a woman, mortgage of, working. You're gonna work forever. You're gonna keep on working. And I told myself this a while ago. I said, I work a lot and I work a little, but I always have money. You always have it. It's already have your spurs and bust a move, but you always have money for some reason. I'm here today. I had no job at a point. I had a $10 hour job at a point. I had a job paying more than $10 an hour at a point. I had a job in many jobs. Always, I'm here. I made it. So it's not the end of the world.
Right.
So no, don't be a supplanter about every single thing but the truth. Not saying you sneak around with the truth, but you gotta be like a person that gotta get it. You gotta be a go-getter with the truth. So with that being said, just want to say something. That being said, I want to say call halal to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Wakar Kadash, the balance our apostles, elders, to GMS, and blessed salutation to you brothers out there teaching and doing truth, sincerity, sincere habathum to you, Akim wa Akwaf, which is the women and the men and women of the truth. Shalom.
Yeah, shalom.